What up, everybody, on YouTube later or twitch.tv/the_control freak live now. Playing some Sultai Death Shadow. I played a little bit yesterday, had a really rough first league, but then a very promising kickback in our second league. Ended up 3-2, would have been 4-1 if there weren't for a power outage middle of the third match. So made a few alterations here, coming back to play a full league through with it. Hopefully power doesn't cut off again today. Some of the changes I made from yesterday's list is I added Giganta back into the sideboard, cut the 4 Street Wraith to add in a Kaito, an Infernal Grasp, and the 2 Inquisitions. And then I cut the Painful Truths for the 19th land. In the sideboard, I added in 2 Turok Dread Cantors and a Culling Ritual over the other Painful Truths, the Infernal Grasp that I moved to the main, and something else that I don't remember. Either way, this is what we got. This is what we're rolling with. Let's go ahead and jump in. That was the end of the last league. Got to set up a Kefnet ham like some streamers do. Pet cam for their dogs, cats, etc. It's not a bad idea. If I could get like my phone synced up, I just have like the phone sitting down staring at Kefnet. Be like, oh my god, is that a Kefnet? Yes, that is a Kefnet. Alright. Round 1, Fulpip. Something. Reveal our Pokemon. We got Thoughtseize. We got stuff. Opponent has mulliganed to at least 6. And yet again, this is one of those situations of like, if my opponent has turn 1 Ragavan, I'm probably dead. Turn 1 Goblin Guide, not much better for this hand. Alright. So I can get a basic Swamp here and Thoughtseize. Oh, baby. So Eidolon's scary, but Eidolon does just like use their entire turn. So I think I'm taking Goblin Guide. Make them hit me for 2, play Eidolon. I get to play land, drown. I can't drown the Eidolon, damn it. I forgot about that. Whoops. Alright, Tarmogoyf is a good pickup. It's going to take a little bit of pain to get it out, but... Rakdos and Pioneer seem super underpowered. I mean... I'm pretty inclined to agree. Alright, what am I doing here? I need another card type in the yard to be able to stub this Boros Charm. So that's just gonna kill me, right? Because they cast Boros Charm and I stub, I go to 4. Drown and lock the Eidolon, go to 2. So yeah. We'll go to game 2. Alright. So we got Stub, Flusterstorm. I don't mind Mystical Disputes. Maybe an EE. Kaito's a little slow. Put out a couple Thought Seizes. Put out Infernal Grasp. I'll just go ahead and board out another Thoughtseize. So, like, the problem I've seen with the Rakdos deck in Pioneer is if you don't, like, curve out perfectly and hit, like, your 3 drops on 3 consistently, the deck is really, really underpowered. And even if you do hit your 3 drop on 3, your ideal curve is something like turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Blood Tithe Harvester, turn 3 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, turn 4 something, and it's like not the scariest of curve outs. You're just like really hoping that you get there with synergy. Alright, what do we got? Another Tainted Indulgence. I think I'm going to ship that away. My Shocking. Yeah, will be mana, or not, kind of mana efficient. Hiya. So let's Thoughtseize. Guess we're just taking Sanctifier. Alright. Swift Spear, Boros Charm. That's a pretty good one to stand in front of a Swift Spear. Yeah, Kalitas can be powerful in certain spots, but a lot of times, like, it does end up being 4 mana, like, you're getting removal spells and stuff anyway. Just kind of a thing to do, right? Let's tap correctly. I would love to draw a Drown in the Lock or a Stubborn Denial here. Double burn spell. I will absolutely take that trade. Okay. Good draw. Everyone seems to be able to handle the Kalitas 1 drop. Meanwhile, my OPs are playing like recursive threats to shut down the 1/1 game. Alright, so we are Mystical Dispute. So I guess we're Mystical Disputing a Boros Charm. They've got a lot of looks to kill us. Got like 3 cards to find 2 burn spells. Or like Goblin Guide, burn spell. You got there. Let's see. Gone positive 3 out of 4 leagues, but it doesn't seem like a crusher, that's for sure. Yeah, like, it's just a deck that relies so much on little incremental advantages, like getting to ditch Kroxa for free to Fable, and having, what's his name, Blood Tithe Harvester be good, whether he actually sticks around and clocks or gets to kill something, but like the sorcery speed is really awkward. And it's like a deck full of 5 out of 10 power cards, and you're just hoping to see like the right ones at the right time. I think I'd keep if that were a fetch land. It's better. Turn 1 Grief. Ditch a Living End. Well, we could be up against anything. What is the next Horizons Gandalf set? Is that a thing? Take Kaito. What do I think about taking Kaito? Seems like that would be the card you don't care about. Come on, 1-lander. Come on, dang it. Okay, good draw. Big bucks, no force negation. Oh, it's worth a try. Three copies of the most powerful card in Magic in your hand. You're not wrong. Not wrong. In fact, we're even going to fire one off here. I don't know how our opponent wins from this spot, honestly. Oh boy. Ditch a trophy. Well, if we don't die here, that's a good start. Uh-oh. See what we're drawing into. Because if I see a Drown in the Loch and on top, I'd probably just like hold that up. Do you have another force? Oh, baby. Survey says, are we dead? We've got to be dead, right? Yeah, just cast the Living End. Alright. You did it. You did the thing. Double Force Negation. But luckily we've got some sideboard pieces here. If I had to keep one removal spell, probably Infernal Grasp. Yeah. Combat Trick and a removal spell shell. Alright. So that was what? That was Grief plus double Force Negation. Is this good enough? I don't think this is good enough. That's better. The YOLO throw Shadow out at 14 life. I mean, it wasn't doing anything for me. So they've got one Living End in hand. Good start. And we're totally ripping this second land off the top. Right here. Never didn't have it. Not a single time did we not have the second land off the top. Not a single time. Gonna show me the cycler I didn't know about. Like it. We're just gonna go for this. Well, it's a bunch of things that don't say Living End. Ditch a Sky Turtle. I assume this is just like hold up Sky Turtle to be able to get back Violent Outburst. And we just kind of lose to them having a fourth land. Yep. Now you should absolutely just like upkeep your Living End. No, I meant like your upkeep. Oh, they're doing this? You giving me outs here? You are. OP, I love you. So they've got... I don't think I know about anything. Waker, okay. Are they trying to wait until they have like the Living End plus backup? Like Living End plus a counter spell? So what this looks like. Alright, so this is... They've got a living in hand. This is the second one. I want to soft stub this while I can. If I find a fetch land, I can Gurmag and hold up a counter. So let's get down. Down with the clownfish. And the goal here is just to never let a living in resolve. Which hopefully they only have one more left in their deck, so... But I know that they've got a violent outburst. Hiya. You got it. I also wonder if they've just, like, drawn the living end. Guess we'll find out here. Yeah, they don't have the other living end. Or no, there they... Why did it stop there in the middle? Weird. Alright, so we are going to attempt to stubborn denial a living end. And they're going to go, oh my god, mystical dispute. We're going to go, oh my god. What are the odds that their last card is the mystical dispute as well? Alright. So that's 3 living ends. Now it becomes, do you have a 4th one? If not, we're going to sit on, yeah. Like we're going to sit on Stub and Drown in the Lock from now until the end of time. Do I think Turok's just better than... It's probably better than Infernal Grasp, right? If my entire game plan is just like, don't let living ends resolve. Wagner, what's up? Surprised opponent didn't hardcast there. You mean just like hardcast a living end? Yeah, a little bit surprised as well. Turn 1 grief me. Yeah. Alright, that's 1 living end down. You gotta take the Soul Guide. Well, we're thinking about something. Yep, there we go. Good choice. Never saw it coming. Stub's a really good pickup. Oh, baby. One lander, all cyclers. Waiting till their upkeep to crack Bobble because we know they've got Grief in their deck. Alright. If they haven't found the second land, they're getting a lot of looks at it. I think we're just going to Soul Guide here. And we'll get rid of you. All right. So we know they're down one living end. We've got a Soul Guide Lantern. So, step one, find Hate Piece. Complete. Step two, find second land. Complete. Let's go for the Thoughtseize here. We'll take the Mystical Dispute. Are we taking the Dispute? Or do we just like not care about the Dispute since we got Soul Guide Lantern? Let's take the Dispute. So we already need to find a living end off of these architects. So making them have to find living end plus interaction. Let's get another blue source. Land? Not a land, but pretty good. Now we'll just sit on Tainted Indulgence. Alright, so we know they've got 2 Architects of Will and 2 Unknowns. And me unable to tap my mana correctly. I kind of want to just ditch Tarmogoyf so I can like untap Thoughtseize, Gurmag, hold up Stub, and have Tainted Indulgence. So let's Thoughtseize. Hardcast Force Negation or Mystical Dispute. You got it. No pay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Gurmag. Say go. Does feel good when you do everything for 1 mana. You're not wrong there. Yeah! Gurmag too strong. Alright, so the way Living In beats you is by having Grief and double Force of Negation and so proud of my fishy boy, I know. He does look pretty good right there. I should have checked to see how big a Murktide would have been. I think we had like 2 Thoughtseizes or something in the yard. And a Tainted Indulgence. So Murktide would have been like a 6/6, but we would not have been able to Murktide and hold up Stubborn Denial because we drew the Overgrown Tomb as our 3rd land. Alright. Let's hope our opponent's playing creatures. They revealed Giganta. That looks like a creature land. Oh, Prowess. Is this the dude I played earlier? No. It is not. Alright. I was going to say I played Red-White Prowess earlier. This is a pretty decent hand against them. Pretty decent hand that got a little bit better. I will allow it. I could just like stub and time walk here, but I really want to hang on to the stub. So going to 14, 12, 10. That's a good pickup. Hiya. Doesn't die to bolt if they run bolt. Yep. Hiya. Get out of here. Tainted Indulgence is pretty decent to hold up in case I don't end up stubbing something. So that's 3 dudes down. I'll probably end up Tainted Indulgencing, like, almost regardless of what they do. If they lead with, like, a Manamorphose, I'll stub. But if they lead with a dude, then I'm almost locked into Tainted Indulgence. Sure. Niv Magus. Yep. Is this just put counters on the Niv Magus? Sure. You got a big old Niv Magus. Love to see it. So that is lethal. Look at Sultai looking good. So proud. Alright, so we got Abrupt Decay, Culling Ritual, Infernal Grasp. I could see bringing in like any of these cards. Indulgence OP. Indulgence pretty solid. I like it better here than I do in the Murktide deck. Which is weird to say. Alright. Let's... I think I'm just going to stick with the 2 Inquisitions. Then like not bring in Culling Ritual. Let's see, Papa Smolik. No idea if I'm saying that right, so you're going to have to correct me if I'm not. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having an awesome, what is it, Friday? Yeah, awesome Friday so far. Appreciate you coming around and hanging out. What we lose to first matchup? We lost to Burn. Lost to Burn round 1. Smoked Living End round 2. Now we've got round 3 against RW Prowess. Got a couple removal spells. I've got a dude. If we find a second land, we're like golden. What do we got? Got nothing on turn 2. Land. Oh, baby. We're doing stuff. Now we've got Tainted Indulgence up. We've got Drown in the Lock. These had Giganta to hand. Alright. What am I throwing away? Tarmogoyf, probably. So I can play out Shadow this next turn and hold up Drown in the Lock. It's like I really want to make sure if I have the opportunity that I'm countering creatures instead of trying to fight over them when they resolve, because they've got a bunch of like protection spells and stuff. Sacred Foundry is fine. I want double blue in case I don't use a drown this turn. I've got a double drown next turn. So I'm going to get Breeding Pool. Play Shadows. Say go. No, 9 counters was not enough for Burn. They had a bunch of creature heavy hands and we weren't seeing removal spells. So yeah, I'm going to try to counter this on the stack instead of fighting with it when it's resolved. Alright, so let's start off with Inquisition. Take God's willing. So we can fatal push this. Kraken for 4. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Gurmag Angler here. So let's go 1, 2. They've got land creature instant, so I can get rid of instants. Play Gurmag, say go. We'll hold up blue so they have to at least sort of respect Stubborn Denial. Not that it matters a lot with Ground Rift, but... And then if they just play Giganta here, I'll probably just swing in and offer the trade. We'll see what I draw. So then I'm probably not offering the trade. I'm just going to play out my Shadow, kill Giganta. Swing. Because now I'm pretty positive I can swing around anything that they've got going on. Spike in his brews, losing to us in our brew. Ugh. Except it's not Spike, it's just Tings. But that was quick. But Sultai coming through good there. I think like the big appeal to Sultai should just be the idea you have better answers against the field. You got things like Assassin's Trophy to deal with enchantments and annoying planeswalkers and stuff. Spike brews look a lot different when it's not Spike playing them. Oh boy. Straight into burn. What is with today? Burn and prowess everywhere after yesterday. It was like all Tron. How does it feel when you play good decks off stream, like taking the training weights off? That's pretty accurate. Like, it's actually pretty funny to go from, like, playing an obviously not fantastic deck on stream. Like, this isn't tuned. We don't have, like, great reasonings for a lot of our decisions. And then go off stream and play, like, Murktide or something. You're just like, oh, this is easy. Modern's a buy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fatal push this so he can't just like double skewer me here. I really thought he was giving this Swift Spear indestructible. I was going to be like, thank you. That's a bunch of Skewer the Critics. Well, all he's got to do is find like a land or a burn spell, and I'm pretty dead. That is not a land or a burn spell. I think I need to try to find like a stub or a drown in the lock. I have to just go for lethal here, right? Or not exactly lethal, but go for get a swamp, fatal push, swing in. So I'm not dead to a land off the top, and if they do find like a fetch land to play a skewer, then they kill themselves. I'm dead to any burn spell. I'm not dead to a swift spear. Guess I'm dead to an Eidolon, more than likely. Alright. Man, burn's so good when they don't draw unnecessary lands and stuff. Alright. Kaito's not great. Infernal Grasp, cut some Thought Seizes. Just go like this. One turn fade. Well, it's one turn fade like 90% of their deck. Or at least like a solid 50%. Let's see. Love the disparity in thinking in this matchup where we're here trying to big brain every turn and they're just burn. Oh. We just have to think about what kills us, what doesn't. Can we play around anything? Like, we were dead to Lava Spike regardless, so it didn't matter if I, like, played a land and Kaito'd. Which maybe that would have been the right play, is play a land, just like Kaito, make a dude, next turn I can draw extra cards. And try to find counters. But I think I would have liked that play better if I had a counter in hand already. But if I had a counter in hand already, then I'm definitely just like killing the Goblin Guide, attacking, countering one of the burn spells. So love to play first. Man. Do we risk it for the biscuit? This hand gets wrecked if they have like turn one shock. Alright. You've talked me into it. Alright. So we need to find second land. Bauble is not second land. Also not second land. Second land, second land, second land, second land, second land. Second land. Got there. Heck yeah. Just pass it over. And they also didn't get Sacred Foundry off this, which makes me think they probably don't have Sanctifier. Alright, I'll bite and just go ahead and kill this. I don't want him to go like land double skewer me. The old Eidolon. I could try to get a shadow down here, but I think I'm just going to kill this. Next turn, I can have shadow plus counter back up. And snaring bridge. Ah! Not the snaring bridge. Seven, skewer the critics. Lightning bolt. Yeah. Now comes the, does my opponent have deflecting palm point of the game? Let's swing. Hiya. I don't think you've got 3 burn spells and 4 cards. I would also love to see more like stubborn denials here. Just go on and crack that Sunbaked Canyon. Just pop it off. Pop it off like it ain't no thing. If they go to my turn, I'll attack and play out EE on 1. Because, like, I'm fine with sacking my Shadow if it means, like, winning the game. Might not attack with both, but we'll see what we draw into. Just attack with Shadow and play EE on 1. Path to exile on my Shadow. Sure. Let's get a swamp. No, we'll get the island. I'll play out the E on 1. Say go. Yep. I might have to just like crack this EE into turn and say, yeah, I'm dead to triple lightning bolt if they don't do anything. But no, that's not really a reason to, right? Here's a Goyf. I'll just make my day and crack this Sunbaked Canyon. No burn spells. Burn spells are bad. You wouldn't play those. You're better than that. You would crack this Sunbaked Canyon. See, Arctic Fire, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having an awesome Friday so far. Appreciate you coming around and hanging out. All right, what you got? I wonder if they know they spelled Baconator wrong. I am super dead to triple burn spell. I am not dead to that. So I wouldn't lie and say go as far as saying I'm in a favorable position. But I guess they do only have 2 cards left in hand. So it's probably fine. So I've still got 4 Stubborn Denials left in the deck. So I could just like main phase a Tainted Indulgence and try to find one of those. Also, I still don't know why they would get Basic Mountain on turn 1 when they have Sanctifier in their deck. The old Eidolon. So, what's my play here? I can attack with both. See how he blocks. I can Fatal Push. Or what if I crack EE here? Crack EE, kill the Swift Spear, swing for 6. If he doesn't block, then he's locked out of playing spells, and I win. So he has to block. So he double blocks Sanctifier and Eidolon on a Tarmogoyf. I kill the Sanctifier, deal 3, put him to 4. I'm at 9. He hits me down to 7. He can't double spell without dying to Eidolon. I Fatal Push the Swift Spear. I take 2, go to 7, attack with both. Oh. What happens if I just attack before I do anything? Let's say he blocks Swift Spear and Sanctifier. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm just supposed to attack with both before I do anything. If he doesn't block either, I can Fatal Push. No. So if they block Swift Spear on a Goyf, and they take 3 and go to 4, they can hit me back to 5, and they can't double spell because of Eidolon. If I pop EE, kill this, attack with both. Alright, what are all my options if I pop EE? I attack with both. They don't block at all. They go to 1. They're dead. They can't kill me without casting anything. If they block Eidolon on a Goyf, take 3, go to 4. I'm dead to Boros Charm plus Burn Spell. Attack, Boros Charm, Burn Spell. I think I'm supposed to make this attack. Like, I think I'm just happy any way they block with this attack. Because, like, this block means I'm not spending any life, and I get to hold up Mystical Dispute. And, like, if they just... Lava Spike's fine. I really hope this is, like, Lava Spike plus Skewer the Critics. Yep. So now I get attack back. And, like, the only thing that kills me off the top is Boros Charm. But I've got that covered with Mystical Dispute. But I guess I'm still dead to, like, running burn spells. Alright, so they have to block Tarmogoyf. Now I don't think they can kill me, because I've got Boros Charm covered. They can't have 2 sorcery speed, 1 mana burn spells, because I have Mystical Dispute. Woo. Go, Power Goyf. Alright. Game 3. On the draw, so I don't want Turok. Thoughtseize gets a little bit better now that I know about Sanctifier. Santiago, thank you so much. Or Santiago. Is it Gao or Go? I'd assume Santiago. And just like some extra W's on there. But thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having an awesome Friday so far. I'm just sticking with this. All right, what do we got for game 3? It's not bad. Obviously, I would like it a whole lot more if I had a Fatal Push. They mulliganed to 6, though, which is really nice. At least 6. How did the league with Street Wraith go? So on results, it was a 3-2. Realistically, I think it should have been a 4-1 because I think we were going to win the game that we cut out against Red White Stoneblade. But then I won my last 2 matches I played today against Living End and RW Prowess. So on paper, 3-2. In our hearts, 4-1. Yeah, we like a Death Shadow. So if they play Sanctifier here, no play. I want another Shadow. Do I want another Shadow? Probably. Well, I do want 3rd land, but they're going to path my Goyf and give me 3rd land. Suspend Rift Bolt. Sure. And since they're on a mulligan, I kind of want to just, like, put some amount of pressure on them. And they could be sandbagging, but it's like a hit or miss proposition. Because if they sandbag, but they're suspending Rift Bolts, then they're dealing damage to me. Or they're spending this on Tarmogoyf, which is a win for me. Back-to-back Tron to back-to-back-to-back red decks. Yeah. It's how it be sometimes. Skewer me is fine. Oh. Can't stub or drown, so yeah. Now we're talking. Be mana efficient, so I can untap, get a Shadow down. Are they just going all in here? Love it. That's a dead draw. What you got off this Sunbake Canyon? Survey says... Waiting. Way to go, Shadow. Ah! Alright. 3-1. Wouldn't mind a little 4-1 here. Just to feel like our brew is accomplishing something. So we could have beaten a lot of stuff there. We could have beaten like creature plus burn spell, land plus anything we beat. I guess land sanctifier gives them like another draw or two, but we lost round 1 to burn. So we lost 1 to burn and beat burn this league. Yep. Uh-oh. What are the odds we've got a fatal push on top of our library? Apparently not very good. So let's get Overgrown Tomb. I don't like bobbling against Thoughtseize decks, but if I have a chance to maximize the odds of finding a fatal push and killing this Ragavan, I'm kind of for it. Oh. We tried. And they hit our 3rd Tarmogoyf. Lovely. All right. So we're going to have to drown Ragavan. Take a hit off this Goyf. I can't drown Ragavan. They got no cards in hand. What am I talking about? Should have just played Goyf. Alright, we'll Tainted Indulgence. Assuming they don't have, like, Kick a Turok here. Fable, sure. Let's ditch. What am I ditching? Bobble. So, Swamp. Thirst the Monkey. Play Goyf. Oh, we were so behind after that monkey. This is why I want another, like, 1 mana kill spell in the deck. Just because of Ragavan. It's like this nasty combination of you have to not have the kill spell, be on the draw. Yep. If you got the bolt, you got the bolt. I can't get farther behind a Ragavans. All right, so I've got a basic island. Fucking monkey indeed. And them having all the monkeys is pretty rough. So we're blocking here, here. Drown to kill the Goyf. They get to escape Kroxa. Ditch Thoughtseize. He's just going to kick a Turok. They miss tapping. There we go. So we need to rip a Fatal Push off the top. Fourth Ragavan. Oh, another Fable. Ah. I see. Yep. Well, that was a pretty good rollout from our opponent there. Let's see. Do I want Culling Ritual? Probably do. Kills like Seasoned Pyromancer tokens, Ragavans, Treasurer tokens, Turok, Dothy. It's like enough stuff, right? All right. Sure. Ragavan. It's like, I feel like half the reason Ragavan is so good is just because there's so few decks that have, like, reliable answers to it. And Murktide's, like, the best deck because it does. At least that's what it feels like half the time. Clearly not playing around Pyretic Ritual, Manamorphose Kaito here. Or Manamorphose Charticourse. Should be ashamed. Unlicensed hearse. Okay. Blood Moon. I mean, I guess. That's a pretty good Punisher there. Dash Monkey. No, I needed that Polluted Delta. Well, Dash Monkey not looking too great here. Or not Dash Monkey, Giganta. Yep. I think they're supposed to dash the monkey first. Nope. Alright. Get old Ragavan into Hearse into Blood Moon. Don't think I was playing around that ever. Oh, so 3-2 there. Lost to Burn and lost to Cheese. Lost to Scam. What did I think about that league? Saw Burn twice. I love how, guess you technically didn't have to decay right away. I didn't, but I didn't want them, like, exiling 2 card types and then 2 more while I'm sitting there with Tarmogoyf in hand. So, and, like, if I had let them untap and play Seasoned Pyromancer or something, then decay looks atrocious. Like, you can absolutely make an argument for just letting him untap with the Hearse there, and I don't think it's wrong by any means. But, like, I've got Gurmag Angler in my deck. I've got Tarmogoyf in hand. I just feel like I don't want them exiling my whole yard. But you could go either way there. Let's see. Desert Nomad. Shredder would be good in this deck. Here's a command for you. Alright, so what do we think of Sultai there? It looked pretty good against a lot of the interactive stuff. Or not interactive, the linear stuff. The living ends and burns and prowesses and stuff like that. A little less so against the black-red deck there at the end. But can't be great against everything. Don't really have a lot of... That's like the problem Sultai's had since it started, is you don't have any like good 2-for-1s in Sultai. Like even Tainted Indulgence is use a card so you're down 1 to draw 2, go up 1, and then discard 1 so you're even. So it's not like an expressive iteration or something to that effect. And this deck needs that. It needs like an expressive iteration. But you could swap Tainted Indulgence for Night's Whisper. Maybe Tainted Indulgence should just be like Consider. Cheap instant. Gets in the yard early. Let's see. I see green is a support color in Death Shadow decks, but it can't carry, in my opinion, like red